Something strange is happening to the financial system. Some of the biggest technology companies in the world are quietly moving into payments at the exact same time. Right now, the global financial system may be quietly being rebuilt, not by a single bank, not by a single crypto company, but by a group of powerful technology platforms, each building different layers of the system. And most people don't even realize it's happening. The companies processing your payments, the networks moving your money, and the infrastructure connecting banks are all changing at the same time. And whoever controls those systems often ends up controlling how money moves through the entire economy. But if you follow the money behind those systems, you start seeing the same names appear again and again. And chances are, you've already used some of their technology today, because the future financial system might not replace the one we have now. It might simply be built on top of it. And this is where the first real clue appears. Because when you start looking at the companies quietly moving into payments, one platform stands out, a platform you probably open every day. X, the social network formerly known as Twitter, and its owner, Elon Musk, has been preparing something called X Money, a payment system designed to move money directly inside the platform. But payments might only be the beginning, because Elon has also hinted that X could eventually support trading financial assets directly inside the app. Stocks, payments, digital wallets, all inside a social network, which raises a bigger question. Is X trying to become the next PayPal, or something much bigger? But here's the strange part. The same people who helped build PayPal are now appearing around many of the companies building the next financial system. And this story may have started more than 25 years ago, because in 1999, Elon Musk launched an online bank called X.com. The idea was simple: move money across the internet. That company later merged into what the world would come to know as PayPal. So when Elon renamed Twitter to X, many people assumed it was just branding. But it might actually be something else. A return to the same original vision he had 25 years ago. And now, decades later, the same idea may be returning, inside one of the largest social platforms on Earth.
If you just offer all the things that, if you just basically address all the reasons why people are taking money out of the PayPal system, so you have to provide them with checks so that you have a bridge to the legacy transaction system. You got to provide them with a debit card, provide them with the ability to get a loan and that kind of thing. But these are all ancillary to accelerating the velocity and accuracy and security of payments. Then if basically PayPal would be where all the money is. It would just suck all the money out of the banks, and the banks would go away.
So any plan you're going to do with the X.com?
I wrote, if they just execute the business plan, the product plan I wrote in July 2000, let's just do that. But I talked to them several times, but they didn't do it.
But building a global payment system isn't something one company can do alone, because payments rely on multiple layers: the apps people use, the networks that move the money, and the banking rails underneath everything. And throughout history, the companies that control those rails often end up shaping how money moves through the entire economy. Which is why when you follow the companies involved, and when you follow the companies connecting these systems, one name appears almost everywhere: Stripe. One of the largest payment processors on the internet. Stripe connects businesses, apps, and online platforms directly to banking systems. In fact, years ago, Stripe engineers even experimented with integrating the Ripple protocol to explore faster cross-border payments on XRP Ledger, long before blockchain settlement became a mainstream topic. And that might sound technical, but it matters more than it seems. Because when you buy something online, subscribe to a service, or pay through an app, there's a good chance Stripe helped move that money. And recently, Stripe began developing something new, a financial infrastructure project called Tempo, a system designed to help move money faster between banks and financial platforms, which suggests something interesting. The infrastructure layer of the financial system may be evolving at the same time the apps are, and here's the part most people don't realize. You may already be using this system every day. If you've ever paid for something online, subscribed to a streaming service, or sent money through an app, your payment likely passed through companies like Stripe or the card networks behind it. Visa, Mastercard, the invisible infrastructure connecting banks to the rest of the economy. Most people never see these systems. They just see the app, the checkout page, the confirmation screen. But behind those simple moments, an entire financial network is moving the money. And those networks are now starting to evolve. And this is where the story becomes even more interesting. Because when you follow the companies building these new financial layers, you start seeing some very familiar names. Elon Musk, the founder of PayPal, now working on X Money. Peter Thiel, another PayPal founder who helped shape the early internet payments industry. And investors like Yuri Milner, whose firms DST Global and Capital have funded many of the technology platforms people use every day. These aren't random entrepreneurs entering finance. These are people who helped build the internet economy itself, and now many of them are appearing around companies building the next generation of financial infrastructure. Not just apps, but the systems moving money behind them. And when you step back and look at the companies involved, something interesting starts to appear. They aren't all doing the same thing. They're building different layers of the system. X appears to be building the consumer layer. Stripe powers much of the payment infrastructure layer. Visa and Mastercard still dominate the global network layer. Companies like Zebec are experimenting with programmable payments. And underneath all of that, banks and new settlement technologies are quietly evolving too, which means something important. This might not be one company replacing the financial system. It may be multiple companies quietly building different pieces of the next one. And beneath all of those layers, another foundation is beginning to appear. A new type of settlement layer. Systems designed to move value instantly across the internet. Some of these networks focus on cross-border payments, like Ripple and Stellar. Others focus on modernizing institutional finance, like the Canton Network. And newer blockchain infrastructure platforms, including projects like Metallicus and the XPR Network, are experimenting with digital banking and payment infrastructure as well. Because if the apps are changing and the infrastructure is evolving, then the way money actually settles behind the scenes may be changing too. And when you look at that entire system together, the picture becomes clearer. Some people online are starting to connect these companies into one giant theory, tying Ripple, PayPal founders, genomics research, and even Elon Musk together. But whether those theories are true or not, one thing is clear. The same small network of Silicon Valley builders keeps appearing around the technologies shaping the future of money, because many of the people who built the first internet payment revolution are still building the next one. X Money may not just be another payment feature. It may be an attempt to plug one of the world's largest social platforms directly into this evolving financial stack. And if all of these layers keep evolving together, the way money moves across the internet could start changing faster than most people expect. Because the next financial system might not arrive all at once. It might already be forming, one layer at a time. So the real question might be this: is Elon Musk simply building another payments app, or is X trying to become the front door to the next financial system? Because if the layers we just explored keep evolving, the way money moves through the internet could start looking very different from the system we use today. And if that's true, the future of money might not be built by banks. It might be built by technology platforms.
How about if we just copy WeChat?
Hey,
Copy them.
Buys Twitter, copies WeChat.
Yeah, pretty
Fine.
much. Yes.